I'm trying something a little bit new this week and doing more of a vlogging style update. Usually I've done a lot of speaking to the camera with a lot of B-roll, but I thought I'd bring you along more on the journey this week, especially showing you what one of my days looks like. So hopefully this is fun. Let me know if you would like this format, if you want me to keep going with it, but I'm excited to try it out and hope you enjoy. Good morning. We're going to try something new. I was thinking it would be fun to show you a day in the life of an artist who's also balancing family and working full time. And so I thought it could be fun to just bring you along today. This is not a normal day, but it's a super fun day. And I've got a lot of things that I'm really excited about. And there's a lot of balancing and juggling that needs to happen. So I thought it could be kind of fun. So doing this is a little bit out of my comfort zone because there's something about vlogging that can kind of feel a little bit like, look at me and my amazing life. And that's definitely not what we're after today. I just want to give you some insight into, what it looks like to do the juggle. I think that's the biggest thing. And then also, some of the things I thought might be interesting. So I've already been up since pretty early this morning because I woke up with a bunch of Etsy ideas that I just am so excited about. So I'm kind of relaunching my Etsy store with my prints, and I also want to start offering some apparel. And so I've been wanting to just be more strategic, like leverage Etsy SEO more and everything. And so anyways, I just woke up and I've been in this massive creative flurry working on all things Etsy, which has been so fun. So now I'm just kind of hurrying because, and of course with hurrying, I'm like, yeah, we could totally film right now. So I'm hurrying right now because I want to see if I can get one of my zine drawings done before I start my workday. This, by the way, is my super fast makeup. So usually if I want to spend a lot of time and make it look really nice, I'll do other things. But I am just so excited for the day, and I've got a lot to pack in, and so it felt like using my easy makeup was the best way to do it. So here we go. It always looks a little crazy until I blend it out with this lighter color, and it's not so bad. I have, if you haven't noticed, pretty dang big eyes. It's always an adventure to work with them. Okay, so what's on the agenda today? You might be wondering, what am I excited about? Well, because I'm going to take my Etsy shop bigger, I've been really thinking that I need to get some professional photos done of my art. So I've just been feeling a little bit insecure about the photos that I'm taking of my art. And some of my art, like especially watercolors, is really, really hard to photograph well. And so it's just a constant struggle that I'm having. And so a couple of friends actually who are artists here locally connected me with a photographer who has really, really affordable rates and does a wonderful job. And so this is my first big time of believing in my art enough and trusting my art enough to go take it to a professional photographer to have them photograph it. It is surprisingly vulnerable. I'm looking at all of the imperfections on it and needing to just keep reminding myself that, hey, it's good, it's good, it's all good. And anyways, just feels like a rite of passage. So we're going to take in some art today. I'm meeting a friend for lunch. That's going to be so fun. This is one of my buddies from high school, actually. I'm not in close contact with very many people from high school, but this particular friend and I, we get together pretty regularly for quick little lunches and check-ins, and it's just lovely. I'm so grateful. Okay, we're about there. We just need a little bit of jewelry and then I think we're good to go. I'm gonna go with my Lilith necklace today. I'm super excited about this. This was my Mother's Day gift and I really love it. And we might need Kuan Yin today too, I think. So I think I'm throwing her on as well. I am all about having some good goddess energy. It just kind of helps me set my intentions for today with the jewelry that I'm choosing. So all right, we'll grab some earrings and then we'll get to the art. Oh, and the other fun thing that I have tonight is book club. For book club, we're going out on the town tonight. I love these women dearly, and it's probably good for me to have a night on the town. I tend to stay at home a lot, very introverted, so it'll be a fun little adventure. Okay, I'm gonna go with these earrings, I think. It all feels kind of boring, but anyways, that's not what's exciting today. It's not the earrings, it's what we're gonna get to do. So let's go do a couple of things, then we can sit down and draw and hopefully get this drawing done before my workday starts. I also have to work my full-time job amidst all these little things today. And, I do have 5 kids and they're home for the summer. So we'll see how this all goes. But I think a lot of them are going to be busy today. It should be okay. They're all teenagers. So anyways, wish me luck. First things first, we got to take the dog out. Hey, Ben, should we go outside? You going to come? Let's go, Ben. don't know if he's coming. He is sometimes a stinker lately. We'll see if he can. Nope, he's still laying there. All right, I'll keep trying. Oh, there he is. Hi, buddy. Okay, Ben, we gonna go? All right, I can check on my flowers. Look how pretty these are. I am trying to grow some flowers and they're looking pretty good. We have had a really hot few days and so it's made me very nervous. The soil's getting very dry very quickly. But aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I'm so in love. We'll just get Bennett taken care of and then head back inside and get going on drawing. I do think it is important to note, just so there's realistic expectations, that when you're juggling a lot, you don't always get to the dishes and that's okay. I really have to make this choice regularly of where I'm going to prioritize my time and what I'm going to do. So I get my kids to help with a lot. Of course, my husband is helpful too, but sometimes dishes pile up for a few days before we get to them and it's not always pretty, but this is what's real. Okay, I'm just carving out a little clean space. I just need a little space so I can get my breakfast. So I am allergic to a lot of things, sadly. So I can't do gluten, dairy, or soy. So I kind of have this standard breakfast every morning of coconut yogurt, blueberries, and some raspberries, lucky day, along with some muesli and collagen. Just having an internal dilemma. I was telling the kids last night we can't use these bowls anymore because they're too big and the dishwasher isn't cleaning them. They're really heavy and I'm tempted to still use one myself. Is it okay if moms break their own rules? I just can't eat it in a plastic bowl. We'll just have to figure it out as a family, I guess. So all I do to make this super fast and pretty nutritious breakfast, I just dump the yogurt. This is the So Delicious coconut yogurt. I prefer the vanilla and peach flavors. So today we're doing vanilla. It's kind of like the Steve Jobs mentality where you eat the same thing every day so that you can not waste creativity there. Totally live off that philosophy in some ways. Then just a scoop of collagen. So I'm really working on my gut health and need some extra protein. And then just a couple of handfuls of this gluten-free muesli. And then you just mix it all up. Once everything is mixed, then I just throw fresh berries on top and then you just have to let it sit for 5 to 8 minutes usually. Then it's nice and soft and ready to eat. So if I get this going right now, then while I'm drawing, I can have this be getting ready, which will be nice. Voila! So yummy. Okay, I'm at my desk. It's time to work. I've got my food getting ready, some electrolytes. And now it's time to work on this drawing. Okay, so I've got a few things left to do on her. I think her face is pretty close to done, and I'm really happy with how this top of her hair is turning out. We still got the length of her hair and those braids, and then I'm still deciding what to do with the shirt. I definitely want to fill in the skin of the arm here so that it matches more what's happening in the face. So I've got an hour. Let's see if I can get it all done. Okay, I think that's as far as I can get on it this morning, but it's actually pretty dang close to done. I think I just need to figure out if I'm going to do anything with her shirt or not. I always love that look where it's a little bit unfinished with polished, so I think I want to play with maybe more of these lines in her shirt and earring, see if I can get them looking a little bit rougher and it balancing out better. But it's coming along. We got a lot done this morning, which is exciting. Now it's time to get to work. So my office slash desk is actually in our bedroom. So I sit and stare at the bed all day, and if it's not made, it drives me nuts. So I am just gonna quickly make it, and then I can get set up for work. And now it's time to get to work. So I'll just get my desk all set up, and then now I'm ready to go.
Okay, I just dropped off my art, my babies, and it went really good. I kept thinking there might be a moment where I could film inside of there to show, but it didn't work out, and that's okay. It was like actually a very vulnerable, nervous thing to take in my art to be professionally photographed for the first time, especially walking in and you see all of these incredible other artists' work and everything they're doing with photographing and printing those. And oh gosh, it was slightly intimidating, but I am just honoring my own art and really grateful for it. Here we go. I'll hopefully get images back next Monday, and then I can start doing stuff with it, getting this art out there, which will be good. So here we go. Well, just got out of lunch and it was so beautiful. What a good recharge to connect. Sometimes you just need that little breather. Like, I think sometimes my tendency is to just like focus and just want to get lots of stuff done, but to take a minute and to connect with someone heart to heart and just, it can be such a recharge. So it was so beautiful. I'm so grateful. And now I'm ready to head back into the workday, feeling really recharged and refreshed and grateful. Well, in the spirit of being a mom of 5 and juggling a couple of things today, had a fun surprise of my youngest daughter having a huge cyst growing on her face. It just kind of grew over the night, and bless her heart, we had to rush to the doctor today to have them help us with it. It was pretty intense and gruesome, so I'm heading to dinner now and relieved that she's okay and glad we were able to get it worked out. And also I'm a little bit late to dinner with book club, but what a day. What a day so far. Well, that's a wrap. Dinner was lovely, book club was so fun, and I'm ready to go home and go to bed. So there's how the day went, throwing all these little pieces in, and it somehow fit together and it worked and we got it all done. I'm really grateful for a lot of the beautiful high moments. It was nice. I am so grateful for good friends and the ability to go and enjoy them and connect and have a really full life today that's full of good things and good people. That was so nice and felt like soul food. So yay. Now, in the spirit of keeping you up to date on my zine progress, over the weekend I got the rest of the drawing done and she turned out really good, I think. I'm so happy. So I just scanned the drawing into my computer and then I'm just cleaning it up in Procreate for a bit so that the file that I send into the book is really crisp and clean and doesn't have any funny shadows or edges to it. And then now I'll go ahead and add it into the file. It's so fun to see it coming together. Okay, here's the really fun part of taking the art that we just created and now putting it into the mock-up file. I love doing this because it just brings the project to life a little bit more, helps remind me that I'm actually building an actual zine, which is very exciting. So to do so, we're just going to go in and swap it out. This was a previous spread that I had put into the mock-up, so we'll just cover that with the new one, which I'll grab right now. So we'll just put the left side onto this page and then get the sizing a little bit right. The mock-up file isn't perfectly sized to my zine sizing, so there's going to be a little bit of space and can be a little bit funky, but overall is okay. So there's the left side. Now let's do the right side. Bring it on in. This one I still need to finish the art in, but I was just too excited to make the zine spread. So we're doing it, even with the art not finished on this side, and then I'll update the mock-up when I'm done with the art on this side, hopefully by this next week. Okay, oh, there it is. It's looking so good.
I might want to put in some color, like maybe some watercolor elements in here as well, but overall this is looking really nice. I'm super happy with how it's coming out. So I'm going to keep working on my zine in the meantime, and I am hopeful that I will have even more art to show you in next week's update. My goal is to get the zine completely done by the end of this month so that I can be sending it to the press next month and have it available. So we're getting close. It's close to the finish line, and I'm so excited. So thanks for joining me on this journey, and I hope to see you next week.